and welcome back. We are playing more Shadow Empires with our freshly formed Jagged Alliance meritocracy. We're still in a time of relative calm, which gives us free political bonus points, and it seems we found another very good cache. Last time we found 200 Galactic Republic grade machine guns. Now we've found double that of infantry, which will become very handy. And we've also found 6 high-tech items in a sealed silo, which won't come into play until later, much later in the game. We've got one new stratagem, peripheral mining, which we won't need to use for some time as well. We're expanding. There is a unit with low supply somewhere. We can take a look in the reports later. And we get the reminder that we promised some group of rebels to invade the Folda Imperium and topple the current regime. We see we're losing a little bit of oil, but we're already working on that, building the recycling facility. Also lost some ammo and some other various resources for building said facility. Now if we take a look at our reports, and will it be HQs? Not sure if it's in here. Supreme Headquarters, food consumption, morale gains, readiness gains. Okay, let me find where we can see the logistics report. Well, I guess we can kind of go unit by unit, see what their status is. And we can see the readiness in here, as well as their supplies received in here. So we can see that all of our infantry is fully supplied. We also have the motorized battalions, which are not so well supplied. And that might be because we're lacking oil for them, as it seems to me like we see there's 100% everywhere, so they should be in range, but maybe we're just lacking the resources that they need. In the south, we're pushing out our borders a little bit, but we are the protectorate of the Totenus Imperium, so we won't be able to push beyond their borders. And in here there's another minor regime, or we can go report regimes. We have a few of our own reports, like an overview. And where's our cash flow? Is it in the... oh, it's in the overviews, treasury cash flow. So we see we have expenses of 97 credits per turn and revenue of 95, so we're losing a tiny little bit, but we have some in the bank, so that should be okay. And are they the Primidor? They are a minor regime. Strategic map. Hubman's Land. It might be that we've just discovered them, so we do not have a report yet regarding this minor regime. So let's see, you want to surround these guys as much as possible before we go on any kind of a offensive, gather our troops. We will probably want to move those GR Great Infantry as they are much better than we have available currently, as we've just started the game and literally haven't discovered any new technologies yet. So I think that's pretty much it. We know that there was someone either... well, they're not in here because this is in our border still. Let's just push it out a little bit this way and then maybe we'll go back north, but not too far, because we know that there's a rather large force of some militia, and we do not want to attack over a big river like the Weser river here. And we're starting turn number 4. We have 2 decision, more free political points, and we've discovered our first new technology, the university. We've also got a blitzkrieg stratagem, which we probably won't use because it's for mechanized forces, which we don't really have. We only have motorized, I believe, the guys in the trucks. And we can start, I was researching the university. Hubman's Land demands regular relations, so I think these would be the new guys. Yeah, the Hubman's Land, so we have to decide whether we will respect their borders or not. We can delay this decision a little bit. Take a little bit of their terrain. Do we want to move this guy away? I guess we can move the infantry in here and move them away. They will have supplies problems even bigger than they have currently, but hopefully next turn we will be able to turn them back onto the road, and that piece of road would be their terrain. So I am not so sure that we want to respect their borders. Let's send you here, let's send you back there. And these 2 motorized, I guess we would have supply problems over a small river to supply the trucks, so maybe let's just put everyone onto the offensive. And then let's see, we have a little bit left over because we didn't have enough industrial points to finish the construction, so we will wait a little bit. And I think we're going to decide that we will in fact not be respecting their borders. Who is this? Ah, that's their president. He doesn't like us very much. Is he a president? Yes, he is a president. And we would piss off our first Supreme Headquarters commander, but...
Yes, sir.
Oh well. We can maybe get a card to play later to give him a medal or something, and he will like us more again. And we won't try... We have a 25-point penalty to the roll because we do not have the correct council. It would have to be the interior council, but we do not have it, so we have a penalty. So if we get lucky, we could get this roll, but I'm not going to try. Let's just wait. And the GR coating is bonus against hard targets, which we will not be encountering currently. And the Blitzkrieg we could play on one of these brigades, but I don't think they contain any mechanized forces, so it wouldn't make any difference anyway. Prefer mining would gain us reserves but lose efficiency, so let's say we have like somewhere in here we have 20,000 oil. If we want more but harder, like lower efficiency level, so get less per turn, then we could use it. But we can also just, if we need to in the future, find more oil sources by prospecting, increasing the prospecting budget of the Economic Council. We have killed 200 infantry and lost 200 infantry as well. We've gained accomplished envoys. We found 181 credits in an ancient storage, as well as 638 credits in another ancient storage. 2 new stratagems, field training, so more experience growth but much worse attack and worse defense, so no thank you. And in here, what looked like a cheeky move turned into our troops being cut off without supplies and them not knowing which positions are safe. Let's try to push, maybe if they go around here. Nope. So they got ambushed by these Cherville Garden regiments because we came into them without any kind of intel, and they might as well be killed next turn, so bad move on my side. And meanwhile, let's keep moving all of these troops up, and I guess we should formally declare a war, but we do not have a foreign politics council. We do not have a stratagem to actually formally declare a war, so we will just have to at some point attack them, and by this act declare a war. These are regular troops, there's some militia mixed in here. We can use those. We want to use them in defense, but not in the next turn yet, so I'll push them out to secure our borders a little bit more this way. And we have now finished the construction of Recycling 1, so we should start getting some resources from that. And we do not have a lot of money left. We might just want to build another one of these facilities to get more oil. The second level, does it just double the resource gain, or is it a little bit? It's 10, 30 and 40, and this is 20, yeah, so it just doubles it, and the price is 50 and 125. 125 for the first level as well. Maybe more workers. 2100. 2900. So it's a bit more efficient actually, it looks like, to upgrade. Although the scavenge points will run out at some point. But we don't have that many people yet. Well, we still have a lot to spare. What we could do actually is take a look in the government tab and see how costly are the bureaucratic offices, and we have the resources but we don't have the energy currently. So we might to build a furnace next, which we could also afford. And do we want a scavenging or an organic furnace, which would remove the forests. We have the roads, so we're not that constrained by these forests. Let's maybe put up a we're doing 67. Let's maybe first upgrade our mining facility. It's 50 and 125. We don't quite have that much, but we can start the upgrade, and it doesn't use any energy. And we can buy more machines, and they are already, I think, double the price they used to be.
Roger that.
And they're probably gonna get even more expensive with time. We have 952 bucks left. I guess let's not sell anything just yet. We don't have any stratagems to play. We are moving our troops into position. The headquarters can stay in the back. All of these guys already move. There is the probably rather large military force that we encountered earlier, and if we take a look, they are missing 200 rangers, because if we look at the history, we were attacked by them. There's 2400 rifle militia that we know of, but they lost 200, and we have lost 200 of our rangers. So what we should do is create some more replacement troops. And we now need 400 technically, so let's just order them up, and 200 machine gunners, because we can afford it, but part of them is for these guys, which they are not connected to our logistics, so they won't get those troops, and they might die before they get into range. And it seems that we are attacked by that militia force again, but we lost even more. Yes, I will show you this bit in a second. We've gained free market, and the corporation comes in play. And we got the offer protection for a minor card, minor regime that is. So before I forget, if we take a look at management and profiles, we can see that as we are getting points in these categories, we are unlocking some additional cards and special types of units. So accomplish envoys, which we've unlocked a little bit ago, unlocks the stratagem recruit talent, but it requires an interior council to generate the stratagem to recruit a young leader that is capable. So we will not be getting these cards yet. And then free market, and does it give us any additional bonuses? Yes, diplomacy rolls plus 30, and free market private economy bonus plus 40%. And gift to faction card from Secret Service Council, which we do not have. And private investment from Economic Council, to this one we can have, and this will create in a city of our choice some kind of an asset, so some building that will earn some money or give us some other bonuses. And we can also lose these. You can see if our commerce profile drops to 30 or lower, we will lose the free market, and soon we will unlock the opportunism, which might give us the scavenger team that will embed in with our troops. And if these troops make a kill, then the scavengers will recuperate the materials and sell them, earning our credits for most kills. So we will gain money by killing people, basically. Okay, let's take a look at our map. We see that they were attacked, but they were replenished instantly, I think, because we had extras from these guys that were supposed to go to them. And I cannot go through this forest, but I can go... it's probably in the zone of control or something of these troops. So let's just try to go wherever we can, and since they have 0 supplies, I believe that they will start losing troops if they haven't already. And do we want to leave someone at the southern border? Probably yes, but can we afford to do it? Not sure. How much troops do we have here? We have the GR Great Infantry. We can move these guys up and wait for the readiness to go up. They are not getting enough fuel, which we are trying to remedy by upgrading our recycling facility. It's already producing 57, so we are gathering a fuel stockpile very slowly, but maybe previous turn looks like we didn't have enough yet for everyone, and it will take more than one turn. Let's see at our decision. The Equality Party demands that you hire their candidate. So let's look at our reports and the factions. We have 2 factions. Next vote is in 6 rounds. And we have the Republican School faction, which our commander of the 1st Supreme Headquarter is the leader of. And the governor, our advisor, commander of 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade, and the 17-year-old, now 18, a reserve pool member, is also part of that organization. They have very strong power base in administration, strong in military, but weak in the government. They're all about heart and meritocracy, so meritocracy, we do share these values with them. We are a meritocratic alliance, but we do not share the heart. We have the fist instead. The heart is in here. The second faction is the Equality Party, which are all about democracy, and they are strong in the government but have no power in any of the other sectors. They had 38% vote, I believe, in last elections, I think. Director of Supreme Command Council and Director of Economic Council are both part of this faction, and additional factions will appear as the game goes on. So this was the Equality Party, which do not share our values at all, so I'm not sure if we would like more of them in leadership positions, and we might get someone that would be good for our government from them, but
Yes, sir.
let's refuse, which makes them not like us, but oh well. And we can upgrade to a Mariner City, which honestly I'm not sure. Let's look up if we can see what it does. The city is level 4. Maybe it's something to do with to upgrade to level 5 you need 200,000 population, but I'm not sure. Maybe it raises the civilization score somehow. Not sure. I will have to read up what it means exactly. But I think in this turn we don't really need to do anything else. With 2 troops here, 1 here. Maybe let's move militia or 2 more troops to the side. These guys are very good on defense. Self defense of 1370 points compared to our regular troops or even our machine guns to 85, so yeah, they should be okay. So let's go to the next turn. Although our asset I already checked it. No losses, no kills. Still time of relative calm. You can propose peace, although I'm not sure if this is for the major or minor. Yes, reminder to go to war, which we will soon like to. Pulu wants change in propaganda. That's Bedouin Pulu for you, governor of our capital. He would like... I'll humbly request you to allow me to persuade the news service to spend more time on the lot of the common man. So let's see. It seems like the only ramifications are changing our profiles and either making some people like us more or less. And we want to go towards the fist, away from these, so we could reproach the leader and it won't change the relation that much into the negative, and one guy will even like it a little bit, so let's just go with that.
We'll go.
We will not change our propaganda. And that's it for decisions. Now let's see. We still have 600 ranges left, and next turn they should start being in supply range. We might want to nationalize the transport hub finally. Well, I'm not sure if this will help us much without upgrading it, but I guess it's a good first step. Population happiness dropped because we've taken over some private company. The oil well was dug by the private sector and we are getting a lot more fuel now. Let's see. They still haven't received all of the fuel that they would want, but that might just be because of the limits of how much we can transport per turn. So if we wanted to take a look, yes, we want to invade them. Well, let's take a quick look at our stratagems. We can ask a major for help or propose peace or protection. So we do not have a stratagem to go to war, so we will just have to invade them this way, which Mr. Dmitry Skoland will very much not like, and it will raise our fists score. But because we are this profile is the biggest in our nation, I believe that's why we do not get any like happiness negative of our population, because normally they don't like if you just invade someone without formally declaring a war in a stratagem. So you can either click here or in here on this preview to choose which troops do we want on the attack. And even if we took everyone, we do have overwhelming odds. We can take out the militia, as they're not that good at fighting. The attack saturation penalty is fairly high. And where are we taking our troops from? One from here, one from here. If we took one from here, it wouldn't make much difference because of the attack saturation, but these odds are very much imperfect. These guys and these guys, the odds are not militia. These guys, it's nice to click the militia. Cause okay, they were already chosen. These guys, these guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys as well. And let's just attack them. We can see a bunch of different bonuses on both sides. They have some entrenchment, but there's 1000 of them. There's a stack point limit, and we do not have a lot of recon points, but we will get more as we attack. Let's see how it goes. We are losing some troops, and they are already retreating. So it looks like we took the same amount of casualties as they did, but they have retreated from their position, so they are all bunched up in their town in here. We can move militia away, guard the other border. These can move into here, and if we just take a quick look, we might be able to attack them this turn, but let's wait until we get our readiness back until next turn. Then recycling 2 should be built soon. We still need more replacement troops, which we will order. And we have still 4700 recruits left, which we might do something about by recruiting a new battalion. And in here we're trying to rescue our troops, our rangers that were surrounded. We don't have any new strategies that we would like to play. I think we could meet the CEO. I'll just click and see what it does. This costs our political points, however. We did get that card which we can play for free, assigned to a unit to increase their defensive power. Let's maybe put it with the guys, these ones who are in the enemy territory. So if we take a look here, we see they now have the Syndic Priests, which doubles attack values in defensive combat. However, it's only for, and there's some ratio regarding how many priests and units in the battalion there are. And let's go to the next turn. And it seems like I did something wrong, because we just lost 4000 infantry. It looks like maybe in light of my dissatisfaction. Okay, so someone has just become a rebel, Mr. Rico East Scraper. And now we get a bonus stratagem that would let us repair relations with that person, but whatever. Let's see if we can find any rebel troops around. I don't think we can see anyone. And where was that big battle where we've lost a lot of troops? Yes, it was them trying to break out of the city. There's 8000 of them. And they killed a whole unit of our militia, it seems like. And then they attacked again. Okay, so let's take a look if we can even see where they attack, but I'm not sure where we had those militia troops. They are still not getting any supply. They were in the smelly woodland. And we can't move further in here, and we have a militia troop that we can maybe move to secure this border with our new friends from Hubman's land. And let's now see if we can do something about this attack. So if we were just to throw literally everyone, we have 3.7 to 1 odds. And it looks like even the militia might contribute a bit. So there is probably some ideal choice of which troops we should send to the attack and which should stay back, well, let's maybe take a look first. Their readiness is low, but it looks like we are at mostly at 100, not everywhere, but if we wait, then their readiness goes up as well. So I'm not sure if there's any point in waiting. Let's just see about attacking them. There is a lot of them, almost 10,000. No, that's our forces, attackers. A little bit over 10,000, although these 400 are just trucks, so they won't contribute. And the defender has around half of our force. Let's see what happens. We'll probably have to zoom out, and there's even some troops on the second page. We are seeing a lot of casualties. The recon, we have full recon, so we are not getting any penalties because of that, and they held. Some troops panicked and surrendered. A lot of casualties on both sides. We can see a detailed battle report, but the most important thing is that defenders held. We've lost 1,300 rangers, 200 of our machine guns, 100 machine gun militia, and unfortunately we've also lost 100 of each of the Galactic Republic grade. But I'm not sure if it would have been a good idea to hold them back, as they are by far the strongest of our troops that we have available. And there's even a more detailed overview if you would like to see one, round per round. Retreated, dead. What everyone did. They had an orderly retreat test, a panic test, and we have the stats at the start and the end of the round. It just looks like this particular troop of rangers at this particular round only lost some action points. So there is a whole lot of detail regarding combat, but we thankfully don't have to go that much in depth to be able to play the game. So we still have some decisions awaiting us. We have the meeting with the CEO. Is she the CEO? Can we click her? Not from this screen, but it looks like this is our advisor, this is the director of economic council, so it looks like this is the CEO of the corporation. So next episode we'll see what we can talk about and what other decisions we have to make, and continue with our attack and hopefully take over the Fulda Imperium and the Fulda town itself.